believe that we are all created equal, whether rich or poor, and as we grow, we will all face challenges. And the key to success is to turn each challenge into an opportunity.
Far above those clouds.
This wonderful, rich and strong message is primarily and specifically directed to the Burundian youth. It is from a Burundian now living and working in New York, United States of America. His name is Eric Biribuze. This one has just written a page in the history of the world by winning the Black Engineer of the Year award for professional achievement. This happened almost 2 weeks ago in Washington, D.C., United States of America, exactly on February the 10th, 2018. The event occurred during a gala party within solemn and colorful ceremonies. We shall come back to this in detail, just hold on.
My core belief is that the challenges we encounter are our opportunities. My life journey has been a stream of challenges that became golden opportunities. I grew up in Burundi, my motherland, and went to college in China on a merit-based STEM scholarship. I came to this great country to further my education and landed a career with Corning. My passion is to make a positive impact. And for 20 years, it has been a privilege to contribute to Corning's innovation journey while solving some of the toughest problems and helping transform people's lives. I'm indebted to so many, a lot of you who came from all over the world, 50 strong, especially my mom, my wife Claudine, and my 2 kids, France and Mercy.
You fooling around as if you never said goodbye.
The Black Engineer of the Year award for professional achievement, as it is called, was won this year by Burundian Eric Biribuze. It was on February 10th, 2018 in Washington, D.C., United States of America, as mentioned above. Soon after he won the award, and with no delay, he surprisingly flew to Lima, Peru, from where he returned last Friday. I personally became curious to know why, and I attempted to reach Eric Biribuze, not expectant he would accept. Fortunately, however, as I reached him, Eric willingly and quickly picked my phone, and it was really a pleasure and privilege for me, as I was also proud of it. With one stone, I wanted to kill 2 birds. I inquired on the reasons why he quickly took off to Lima, the purpose of his trip, but also wanted to discover this Burundian who won the Black Engineer of the Year award for professional achievement in the United States. He first explained the purpose of his trip to Lima, Peru.
Thank you, Matthias, for having me to engage with you and your audience. Indeed, I arrived last Friday from Lima, Peru. In my current job as Business Operations Director here at Corning, I'm responsible for driving a new innovation that will revolutionize the car industry. Our innovation is to take a new thin, durable, and optically clear glass material that we call Gorilla Glass, the same kind of glass that you have on your iPhone or Samsung phone or tablet, and replace it with today's thick, conventional glass. In the process, reduce window weight, improve its toughness and clarity. My trip to Lima was to negotiate with one of our supply chain partners our terms of engagement. So we had a productive visit, and we agreed on a solid plan on how to capture business opportunities both in the short and long term.
As you have just heard, Eric went to Lima, Peru for business reasons for the company he serves. And indeed, serious matters are entrusted to serious and capable persons, literary, well-skilled and mentally equipped, and whose performances are no more questionable. Eric is one of them. Anyway, let us first get to know about the identity of the man we are talking about. Eric Biribuze was born in Ngagara Quarter 2, Bujumbura, where he was raised as the 3rd child of a family of 5. He attended Ateneo Primaire until 3rd grade, after which he transferred to École Primaire d'Application de l'Aîné, then called Copico. By the time Eric completed his elementary school, he was already fluent in 3 languages, that is Kirundi, French and Swahili. Eric has always been an excellent student, and as a matter of fact, he was ranked 2nd overall in the national exam results for all elementary students, a competitive result with only 10% pass rate. After primary school, Eric Biribuze to Gitega for secondary education from 1st up to 2nd level, where he was excellent in mathematics and physics. He consistently ranked in the top 3 in his class, graduating in 1987 with a high school diploma. He was also always curious and fascinated about knowing the world, wanting to know more and being part of the world. Eric, reading from your biographical note, you say at 19 you knew and could recite not only every country in the world but also its capital and even its leader, and that you wanted to see each of them. If this is true, it suggests to me that you had a sense of research even at that tender age. Can you talk to me about that?
As long as I can remember, I have been curious and very thirsty of knowledge. Obviously, in those days, the 70s and 80s, the world has yet to invent the internet. In my case, I believe that my fascination with Radio Vacances, with Antoine Hamikevio, I hope that is how the show was called. That was the beginning of my research.
For those who don't know or don't remember, Radio Vacances is a program existing since 1976 on the 2nd channel of Radio Burundi, and which is really involving, especially for young students. Radio Vacances is a catchy line inciting young students to do research and therefore sharpen their intelligence and knowledge. It remains one of the most interesting and cherished programs of the 2nd channel of Radio Burundi.
I would spend all my early childhood glued to the radio, and that was the beginning of accumulating facts, both random and meaningful. And this is how I ended up representing my high school of Collège Notre-Dame de Gitega in the popular Radio Interscolaire and winning a radio, which I gifted my family since I had to leave and head to China for my college education.
Any student going to China by that time, regardless of his field study, was compelled to learn English prior to being registered at any university. Eric complied to this obligation, and within 9 months he succeeded and entered the Northern Eastern University in the city of Shenyang and Liaoning province, where he graduated with a bachelor degree in industrial engineering in 1992. He further pursued and earned a master's degree in 1995 with a concentration in management information systems. He explains what the core subjects were and how he developed interest in those subjects.
The People's Republic of China and other countries had established a collaboration with the government of Burundi that included offering scholarships for undergraduate degrees, mostly for engineering. The scholarship to go to China was unique, as it required candidates who have already been qualified to attend the University of Burundi to go through another test of math and science, a STEM-like exam, in order to be selected. If my memory serves me well, I was 2nd or 3rd out of the 50 candidates that were there to pass the exam, and I was so delighted to be able to earn a scholarship to go study abroad.
Once again, Eric Biribuze was driven by academics and curiosity to seek for further education in order to get more opportunities in a different country, and he went to the United States of America. Eric highlights the circumstances in which he went to the USA.
In 1995, once I completed my education in China, after 8 years, we had a complicated situation in Burundi, and I wanted alternative options until things settled down. While in China, I had met so many people from all over the world and deeply connected with them, especially American teachers who were in China to teach English and learn Chinese. At that time, I was fascinated with technology and business, the two pillars that I believed then and believe now could help make the world a better place. One of my American friends told me that I should apply to go to Appalachian State University to earn an MBA, the Masters of Business Administration. He told me that this university, as many U.S. universities, offered scholarships based on many academic credentials, and I could qualify. What I did was to take the TOEFL, Test of English as Foreign Language, and GMAT, Graduate Management Aptitude Test. I had good grades that have me not only qualify for the admission to the MBA program, but also for an academic scholarship for the full 2 years.
Eric Biribuze became a successful professional in the United States of America, delivering great results and passionate to solve the toughest problems. Burundian Eric Biribuze joined Corning in Hickory, North Carolina in 1997. At 19 years old by that time, the son of Odas Biribuze and Julian Nahimana stated, I quote, "When I learned the long history of Corning innovations, using its world-leading position in materials science to solve tough problems and transform people's life, I knew I have found home," end of quote. Eric believes that his journey with Corning has been a very successful one, and he explained.
I joined Corning more than 20 years ago in 1997, and I had a variety of roles with increasing responsibilities in the areas of finance, manufacturing, product management, strategy, and business development. I was an innovator on a key data center product line, working with a team that developed a product portfolio called Edge, from concept through development, launch, and successful commercialization. That product line has earned Corning more than $1 billion in revenue to date. I'm now leading a team of technology and manufacturing engineers to transform the car window, working with global supply chain partners to commercialize this innovative window to global automakers to improve the environment and safety for car occupants.
It should be borne in mind, however, that 1997, while enjoying life experience with Corning, a sad and heartbreaking event disturbed him. Indeed, his father, whom he looked up to as a role model and was very proud of his son's achievements, lost his life. Eric became since then an orphan and consequently the family breadwinner, using a portion of his salary to take care of his family back home. He also got involved in other charity initiatives, activities he's still involved in up to now. By the way, I sought to know if the death of his beloved father really affected him seriously.
My dad was my biggest mentor and my idol. I wish he was still here to witness what I have been able to accomplish. He would be very proud, but not surprised. He believed that I could achieve anything that I wanted, and all I had to do was to study hard, work hard, and be a good person. He tutored me since I was 5, and through passing the national exam in the 6th grade at the age of 12, with the second highest score in the country. That was his proudest moment of me. His death in 1997 affected me deeply, but I have turned the loss of him into something very positive. I have lived my life since to never disappoint him, and everything that has happened in the last 22 years since he left us can be attributed to him.
Eric remained courageous and ambitious. As he has moved through his career, he found time to lecture and to serve as a mentor to his students of Appalachian University. In 2010, Eric arranged for the Corning Cable Systems CEO to be a speaker at Eastern Appalachian Business CEO Lecture Series paving the way for crowning recruitment of Appalachian students. As a founding member of the Society of Black Professionals (SBP) in short, Eric Biribuze was instrumental in the recruitment of people from Africa while helping them navigate the challenges of the corporate life. He is an active member of the Black Technology Network, the Corning China Association, and the ethnically diverse group of employees, all of which are internal organizations aimed at championing the cause of and empowering Corning's diverse employees. It is worth mentioning that Eric Biribuze is husband to Claudine, the father of 2 children, Prince and Mercy. He is said to be the true role model for all professionals at Corning. After having introduced to you Eric Biribuze, now we come back again to him as a man achieving honors with the 2018 Black Engineer of the Year Award for Professional Achievement in the United States. It is almost 2 weeks ago, on February the 10th, 2018, that Eric Biribuze received the 2018 Black Engineer of the Year Award for Professional Achievement at a STEM conference in Washington, D.C. As I said, the event was colorful and the mood exciting. But before going further, let us ask Eric, what is the award all about?
The Black Engineer of the Year Award is a prestigious nationwide and annual award in the United States, when 12 people are selected in key competitive categories, including the Professional Achievement category, in which I won. My selection for the award was a national recognition of the lifelong commitment to hard work, multiculturalism, innovation, and delivering strong results, especially earning more than $1 billion in revenue for Corning in one of my product lines. The day I learned that I have won the Black Engineer of the Year Award, I was very excited and immediately shared the great news with my wife Claudine and our 2 children, Prince and Mercy. Immediately after that, I realized that this award did not just belong to me or my immediate family, but to many people who have contributed to my journey, including my dad and mom, siblings, extended family, colleagues, classmates, teachers, friends, and all of whom I have encountered in this long and productive journey. I believe that I had one of the largest support group at the gala event in Washington, D.C. with 50 people, a testament of a gratitude from me and a continued support from others.
While introducing him, Martin Curran, who stands to be the Executive Vice President and a Corning Innovation Officer, he gave this appreciation about Eric Biribuze.
Our honoree is a 20-year veteran with deep multifunctional and multinational experience. Eric Biribuze is a collaborative Corning leader in both the communications and auto sector, delivering strong results in diverse functions and cultures, including teams in the United States, Mexico, and China. He's linked the connections between research, development, manufacturing, and commercial teams, creating new and exciting life-changing innovations. And the thing I love about him is that he believes that you and your organization can always improve, that we will win, and that you do it by being a great teammate. A representative of Corning's values, he's a role model and a delight to work with, and Corning is proud to present Eric Biribuze.
Eric, what is your feeling when you hear such an appreciation from your boss, who tends to be Martin Curran?
Corning has been home for me for more than 20 years, and now also for my wife Claudine, who has joined this great company 4 years ago. I have had the privilege and the honor to be a key contributor to the innovation history that started more than 165 years ago. Receiving the award from Marty Curran our Corning Innovation Officer, my best mentor and role model, was just, as they say here in the US, the icing on the cake. For those who aspire to pursue innovation that transform people's lives, Corning is the best place in the world to work to do that. And I have been doing it for 2 decades, and I hope to continue for many more to come.
Currently, Eric Biribuze is the Business Operations Director for Glazing in the Automotive Glass Solutions. He still has a lot to say about the award. According to you, Eric, to whom the award is due?
There is an African proverb that says that it takes a village to raise a child. And in my case, it has taken a global village to make me who I am today. So in my heart, this award is a global award in a sense, and for everyone who supported this journey, this award is for you. But it all started in Burundi, in Ngagara Quartier 2, where I was born and grew up. So for all the kids and young people listening to this conversation, this award is for you. It is for you to go out there and be the best you can be. Please dare to dream big, and big things can happen. Make sure to study hard, to work hard, and to be a good person.
Eric is an African rising star, and more specifically, a Burundian. He probably has a message to young Africans who would like to embrace the same path. Eric, what would you say about this?
I believe that the slogan of the business school at Appalachian State University, where I earned my MBA degree, which states that the business leaders of tomorrow are at Appalachian today, applies to young Africans. I truly believe that the young Africans listening today are the leaders of tomorrow, and it is my duty to share a positive message of possibilities. I believe that we are all created equal, whether rich or poor, and as we grow, we will face challenges. And the key to success is to turn each challenge into an opportunity. I was a kid and young, just like you listening today, and what I learned back then in Ngagara, Bujumbura, and Gitega became the building blocks of what I have been able to accomplish and become the 2018 Black Engineer of the Year for Professional Achievement. I believe in what my dad always told me: study hard, work hard, and be a good person, and you will achieve anything you want. So for all young Africans, you should remain hopeful, and as the first African American president, Barack Obama, often preached, and say to yourself, yes I can. You can always follow my path or other different paths to success, but always the key is to believe, to study hard, to work hard, and be a good person, and turn each challenge into a golden opportunity. When you become a success, please do not forget others. Be grateful and help the next generation.
Again, congratulations, Eric, and cheers. I thank all listeners who have been listening to this profile program about Eric Biribuze, the winner of the 2018 Black Engineer of the Year Award for Professional Achievement in the United States. Bye-bye. Shirukubute